Good morning, colleagues. Welcome back to our Friday 5 in 5. The first thing I want to look at, let me just drag this down so that I can see what I'm doing. Um, just a little bit of fun as the first thing. Obviously, in a few weeks' time, many of us will be flying away to exotic destinations, to our loved ones and friends and family. And there was an article in the Washington Post recently about the 52 definitive rules of flying. Now, the Washington Post is behind a paywall, but you can find the article actually on this link. I'll put it in the description below. Um, yeah, interesting, different rules. Some of them are quite funny. Some of them are things that we should definitely abide by. Yeah, so spend a bit of time when you're drinking your coffee this morning, watching this 5 and 5. Click on the link and have a read of those things. Some of them will definitely make you smile. Next for me is how to discover which apps drain your battery the most as well. It's a good article from Life Hacker. It came out on the 1st of April, but it's actually not an April Fool. It shows you how to find out which apps are draining your battery, and it's useful in terms of different devices. So for your Windows device, you can see that, and also on a Mac. Again, I'll put a link in the description below, so if you're worried about your battery life on your devices, then you can find out which ones are using up all of that power and turn them off. Right, next for me, obviously in our journey from Google to Microsoft, one of the things that people have been asking me about is, what about Google Forms? How do I get my Google form and put it into a Microsoft form? So I'm going to show you how to do that. When you go to Google Drive, you can see here you've got all of your stuff. Now, to get to forms, you can search for the forms, but I just tend to go to the waffle here. It's called an app switcher or waffle, and somewhere in here, if I can see it, is forms. There we go, purple one, look. And when you click on that, then it takes you to the forms homepage, and you can see here these are all of the forms that you can have owned by me or owned by anyone that shared it with you. So I'm going to choose this monthly Tech Talks form. Look, let's have a little look at it. Yeah, so quite a simple form. Obviously, the more complicated the form, the more challenging it is to convert it, but most of the forms that we've got are quite simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to print that form. So we're going to print, and we're going to turn it into a PDF. So in the drop down menu, you should have save as a PDF. So I'm going to save that to the desktop, put it onto the desktop. Look, PTG Tech Talk quick forms there, and then I'm going to go to Microsoft. So because I'm in Edge, when I click on new tab, I get the waffle here straight away, and it gives me option to go to forms. When you go to the forms homepage, what we're going to do is going to import that PDF document, and it says let's just close this, and then quick import. Look, it says here upload from this device, so we click on upload. Let's find that form. Ooh, where was it? This one, I think. And then open, and now it says would it as a form or a quiz. Now that one was a form, it wasn't a quiz, so it's now converting it into my form. Let's have a look at the time. Yeah, we've still got over a minute left, and what it will do, it will guide you through that. In fact, there was a pop-up then, I just missed it, but it's okay because it just appeared here. And normally it guides you through the form so that you can, was it PTG Tech Talk? Yes, I think it was, yeah. And so there's the top of the form here, and you've got the questions, email address, family name, overall. So obviously you'll need to perhaps edit some of those questions depending upon how it's translated that data from the PDF document. But you can see most of the text that has come through allows you to be able to edit those things, and away you go. So it's not great in terms of if you've got quite complex Google Forms, in terms of you've got Likert scales and things like that. Sometimes it doesn't recognize it, but that is the way to be able to quickly import. I think if I did, because I did quick import, it just injected it directly in. But if you go back to forms here, and you've got So yeah, quick import, new quiz or new form. When you do the quick import, then it will allow you to inject that PDF document. But I think I missed a step with that dialog box, because what it normally does, it goes through each of the different questions and allows you to edit them. Okay, take care everybody. Bye bye.